Picture this. It's 2008. Two of Britain's most iconic car brands, Jaguar and Land Rover, are on the absolute brink of collapse. They needed a hero, and honestly, that hero came from a place nobody was expecting. It kicked off one of the most incredible economic stories of our time. So let's dive into how this one single rescue mission completely reshaped the relationship between two global powers.
Right, our story starts with that dramatic rescue. But this wasn't just about saving a company, not by a long shot. This was a moment that signaled a truly historic shift in the balance of global economic power.
So under its American owner, Ford, the relationship was, well, let's just say it was rocky. By the early 2000s, Jaguar was bleeding cash. We're talking losses of up to $600 million a year. So in March 2008, Ford sold the whole operation to India's Tata Motors for a little over £1 billion. And you have to understand, this was a massive gamble, made even crazier by the fact that the 2008 global financial crisis was literally just around the corner.
But here's the thing, that JLR deal, it was so much more than just a business headline. You can think of it as the first tremor before a massive earthquake. It really marked the beginning of a whole new chapter in the economic story between India and the UK.
Okay, so let's zoom out from that one famous rescue, because what started with cars has since just exploded into a full-scale economic force. Let's take a look at the sheer scale of India's footprint in the UK today. It's pretty staggering.
Just look at that number, £32.6 billion. That's not the total investment. That is the combined annual revenue of the fastest-growing Indian companies operating right here in the UK. This isn't just a side investment. This is a major economic engine, driving serious growth.
And it's not just the big established players either. In 2023 alone, India kicked off 118 new foreign direct investment projects. FDI is basically when a foreign company physically builds something, like an office or a factory. These projects created over 8,300 jobs. And get this, that makes India the UK's second largest source for this kind of investment, second only to the United States.
And the impact on people's lives is just massive. Look at that, almost 89,000 people. That's how many jobs are provided by just the top 14 largest Indian employers in the UK. To give you some perspective, that's enough people to fill Wembley Stadium. We're talking about tens of thousands of livelihoods directly supported by this partnership.
So where is all this money and energy actually going? Well, this chart tells a fascinating story. If you have any old stereotypes in your head, forget them. The biggest slice of the pie, 31%, is in tech, media, and telecoms. That's all driven by India's tech boom and the UK's reputation in finance and research. Financial services is next, then pharma. And look, the auto sector, the very place our story began, now makes up just 10% of this new investment. That really tells you how much things have changed.
Okay, numbers are one thing, but let's put some faces to these figures. Let's meet some of the companies that are really behind this, and you'll see it's this amazing blend of high-tech ambition and really deep-rooted tradition, all of them finding a home right here in the UK.
First up, Jaipur Rugs. This is just a fantastic story. It's a family business that connects artisans in India directly with the global market. They opened a showroom in London, and almost overnight, the UK became their second largest market in the world, just behind the US. Incredible.
And I absolutely love this quote from their director, Yogesh Chaudhary. It's so telling. He says it's not just about the money. It's the UK's deep appreciation of design and heritage. It just goes to show you that this cultural connection, these shared values, can be just as powerful as the size of the market. Okay, so let's do a complete 180. From traditional artistry to deep tech robotics. Meet Sastra Global. They started out in a workshop in Kochi, India, building intelligent automation. So when it was time for them to go global, where did they decide to set up shop? Manchester.
And listen to what their CEO, P. Aronan, says here. This is so key. He says coming to the UK gave them more than just visibility. It gave them validation. That's such a powerful word. It's like, if you can make it here, in one of the world's most demanding markets, you've just proven to the entire world that you're ready for the global stage. It's a launchpad for credibility.
Now, it's not all about shiny new startups. You also have the long-term players like Wipro, a tech giant that's been in the UK for nearly 30 years. And their secret sauce? It isn't just about their technology. It's about deep integration. They make a point of hiring local talent, which builds incredible trust and embeds them in the community. And playing that long game has paid off, landing them huge contracts, like a 10-year, £500 million deal, because they've proven they know how to work within the UK's complex sectors like finance.
So the partnership is clearly booming. But looking to the future, the path isn't exactly a smooth ride. In fact, you could say it's defined by this powerful tension, a huge new opportunity on one side, and some very real and growing obstacles on the other.
And this slide lays out that conflict perfectly. On one side, you've got the massive push from the new UK-India Free Trade Agreement. This thing is designed to throw the doors wide open, slashing tariffs, making it easier for skilled people to move between countries. It's a giant welcome mat. But on the other side, you've got this pull in the opposite direction. UK corporation tax is up to 25% for bigger firms. The minimum salary for a skilled worker visa has jumped to nearly £39,000. Add in complex immigration rules and strict know your customer regulations, which is a ton of financial paperwork, and you see the problem. You've got this landmark deal saying, come on in, running smack into domestic policies that are making it more expensive and harder to do business.
So, given that whole push and pull dynamic, where does this incredibly complex relationship go from here? What is actually being built for the future? Well, one thing's for sure. This story has raced far, far beyond the auto industry. The big-ticket investments today are in the technologies of tomorrow. We're talking major deals in AI, pharmaceuticals, and even gaming. And for a perfect example, just look at Tata Steel's massive £1.25 billion investment to build a green steel furnace. That's a traditional industry giant making a huge bet on a sustainable future.
And so we end up back where we began, but in a world that has completely changed. From the rescue of a beloved British brand to a multi-billion-pound race into future technologies, this economic partnership has been transformed. And as these two powers continue to weave their economies and ambitions together, the question isn't just about what they're building today, but what this powerful new alliance will truly build for the world of tomorrow.